Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio December 13, 2022. You may get to straighten out problems in close relationships, especially related to power dynamics, possessiveness, or ownership matters. You might also be in the position to support or guide others, or you could find people in your life a little more demanding or in need of attention. The desire to step in is strong today, even if you'd rather let things be on another day. Practical communication skills today help you get your message across. You are not inclined to offer superficial or pat answers but rather go to the heart of a matter. The moon moves into your sector of spirit this afternoon, promoting a more involved, active, and open approach to your world. Mental Mercury is again making news in the skies. Wherever he goes and however fast he is moving are all reflected in your thoughts, relationships, and life. You've likely noticed a slower pace taking hold suddenly, as our cosmic messenger is now slowing down via a pre-shadow phase because he will be retrograde throughout the end of December and January. This will predominantly take place in your solar second house, which could have you and your partner experiencing delays around money matters or that you're losing and misplacing possessions. Singles could also very likely be re-evaluating their morals and values in relation to love. Dedicate yourself to new professional adventures at the beginning of your workweek. Since the moon will be entering fiery Leo today, you may feel more self-assured about pursuing an opportunity in your professional journey. It could be an educational opportunity, like entertaining a mentorship or a course to expand upon a skill. You could also consider taking a trip. Whatever the case, use the positive lunar energy to seek out possibilities that will enhance your confidence and self-expression in your career path. Go wherever the wind takes you. At the same time that Venus and Mercury are settling into their early days in your income sector, the moon is wrapping up its last visit to your financial sector for the year. With growing planetary influence on the income front but none on the other side of the financial fence, any financial tension the moon may have caused will leave with him but not before fighting to give money matters some much-needed attention. Knowing when to stop and when to go forward can be a real source of anxiety. Picture the little billy goat on the mountain, unsure of his next step. Others may say that you make a big deal out of nothing, but inside you feel anxious. Ignore them. But don't ignore your anxiety. Create a habit of doing things that release tension and calm your anxiety. Schedule the time to pamper yourself in some way and keep it. It is a preventative measure, not a cure for symptoms. You may discover that you have a real flair for helping others as the essence of this day is all about you. This powerful energy can see you make significant differences to the lives of everyone you communicate with if you simply share your experiences and suggestions. It may be that all you need to do is to give someone a hug today to give them the courage to go on. Just knowing you care for them and support them can mean so much. Give of yourself as much as you can. As you move into the final 10 days of your birthday month, the pressure and any tension from a recent full moon is not only behind you, but this was the only hurdle you were going to face. On the other side, you have a clearer sense of what you want from this new solar year, and while your confidence was already on the rise, this will get an even bigger boost when the moon's to an adventurous part of your chart today. This will put the sun and moon back in harmony while allowing you to look to the journey ahead with confidence. While Jupiter is still 9 days away from returning to your romantic sector, as the moon returns for its last visit to an adventurous part of your chart for the year, it will connect with the planets already there over the coming days. This will bring the spirit of romance and adventure together just 9 days before you are due to begin a lucky and expansive 5 months for matters of the heart and all things romantic. Our eyes in the sky. The moon opposes Pluto this morning, so set boundaries with anyone who is confrontational with you. A lot of uncertainty could hang in the air, and we might feel as though we're unclear personally and collectively. Avoid being reactive right now. A small argument could lead to a big disagreement. Made to feel welcome and easily accepted by everyone you meet, make sure to return the love received in equal measure, and you're able to win over people who become lifelong friends. With such a welcoming and positive attitude toward the people you meet, there is even a chance that you discover the one love interest that previously eluded you. Amazed at how easy everything seems to be, use this opportunity to tackle or conclude as many issues as possible and be prepared for more stressful or difficult circumstances that may arise in the future. Counting on the support of those you know, it's important to reciprocate the kindnesses you receive, to be sure of getting any further help. The afternoon has us in a much calmer mood, though there's a brooding intensity to the vibe, so you might need to be mindful of your attitude. Be sure to release any frustration from this morning so you can make space for happier times. You're not getting as much done as you need to, and letting things slide. Although this makes you popular and fun to spend time with, you let some people down when they need a more practical involvement, or when problems need to be solved. Or else, instead of getting important things done, you're far too easily distracted by trivial matters. At nightfall, a supportive energy gives your psychic senses a boost, so be sure to connect only with people who have good intentions toward you and want to help raise you up. This evening is perfect for psychic dream work, so ask the other side to bring you messages as you drift off to the astral realms. In the morning, the Cancer moon opposes Pluto in Capricorn, stimulating an uncomfortable reconciliation with our shadow. Emotional tides tug buried matter out of our psychological depths. Confrontations with family or partners may provoke irrational or possessive behavior. However, it is just as likely that we will project turbulent feelings onto others, accusing them without cause. Behind these irrational impulses are fears of abandonment perhaps, or of being manipulated. If you feel anxious, try not to leap to worst-case scenarios. Where friction occurs is mostly you that is to blame, and this is where any criticism lies. Your temper makes you feel as if people are constantly trying to obstruct you. Work out what you want and tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. To enable you to feel more relaxed, you need to make some compromises. Problems you face are difficult to overcome when in your effort to solve them you still use the same approach. Change your method. Come up with a new strategy and don't allow others to change your mind or alter your plans. A solution is totally within your grasp. With self-confidence, you overcome any intractable problems and take charge of the situation. Later in the morning, the moon trines Jupiter in Pisces, offering a burst of much-needed positivity. Although this aspect will not necessarily calm the anxieties born of the Moon-Pluto opposition, it will help us to escape Plutonian tunnel vision. This difficult cosmic weather will soon pass. Most significantly, the Moon-Jupiter trine allows us to talk honestly with others. We are not in this struggle alone. Nor is it our job to suppress our emotions or prioritize another's comfort over our safety. In addition to improving our relationships, this influence enhances our sense of connection with spirit, source, or the cosmos. The moon then begins a short void of course, suggesting we spend the next hour in a space of reflection instead of initiation and action.